Hey, everybody, come on in. It's our pre-chat show. Come on in. It's Sunday afternoon. You know, we got to talk. We got to catch up, see what's been going on the week, all week long. And I've got some chit chatters here with me. I got Victoria. Victoria, say hello to the people. Y'all know who Victoria is. She's usually online. She's usually watching and talking in the feed, but she's actually in the studio today. And then I got Michelle. Michelle is my second co-host here. And so we are just want to chat, just want to hang out and see what's been going on. And my crew is going to tell me who's getting on because y'all know we're in the studio, so I'm not looking to see.
We got my mom.
Hey, Miss Debbie,
Natasha,
Patricia, that's Pat.
Yeah, y'all gotta keep telling us y'all here.
Pat, you gotta come in the show one time. You gotta come on set. All right, Victoria's doing something with her phone.
I was sharing it on my page.
What else? Who else we got?
Shanika Thomas is on.
Hey, Shanika.
My friend of 30 plus years.
That's your friend.
Of
30 plus years.
Latasha Dillard.
Hey,
Sandra
Latasha,
Williams.
you got to turn that down, Courtney.
That's Shonda's phone.
Oh,
Turn
Sean.
it down.
Oh, well, you got to turn it down.
They said they need your shirt, Pastor Linda. Let's find out.
Well, let me just start with the shirt. Listen, y'all, we're in the t-shirt business. And this one says, I'm a Grace Case. Is this not the cutest?
It is.
Wait, can y'all?
They on the website.
Okay, yes. Wait, I dropped the cards and everything. Look at it. Is that not the
Yours got
cutest?
sparkles on it.
I love some sparkles. And then Victoria is wearing Boss. And it says a woman who prays, slays, takes her own money, minds her own business, does her best. What is it? And trust God for the rest. All right,
Yes,
Boss
I need
is
about
in the
3 of
house.
these. I can wear this every day.
And then Michelle is doing sporting a I'm a Grace Case. But do you not love these colors? I love
color
it.
for me.
I love
It's
it.
definitely the color.
Yeah, it really is. It goes with your skin. And you said you can wear it
I can
every
wear
day.
this every day.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wear my corn shirt to clothes.
I love it.
That's the perfect place for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're in the t-shirt business, and you can go to Linda Willis Empowers and order your shirt. And we've got one coming out every week. Am I right, y'all?
Yep.
Am I right?
Every week.
That's what they tell me. Are we doing t-shirt Thursdays? Is that what we're talking about?
Yep.
Okay, t-shirt Thursdays. You're here for it. And yeah, because it's getting ready to get hot. And you know, nothing like a t-shirt
Yes,
and
I
a
love
pair of
t-shirt.
jeans.
Yes, I love
Right? A t-shirt and jeans.
Because you can dress this up or down. I like
Absolutely.
what you have on. That's a good combination.
Yes.
I did my
With
boots.
the boots.
All that, yeah,
Mhm.
and because I didn't know if we were going to be standing up dancing and all that, you know, because this is a girl party.
Now you know
All
I be
right.
ready.
Because you know we
Because you did
ready
it this morning. That's my new dance.
That's your new
I'm
dance.
definitely going.
They're shaking together.
Because we can do the Super Bowl and just kind of make the rules do what it do like we did last night.
Yes, because somehow a girl party always turns into
does,
a dance party.
Yep.
It does. So what's been going on with y'all this week?
Just life. I mean, I went to a concert the other day.
Girl,
I
listen.
did. I went to a concert. I've been going to a couple of Grias games.
Okay.
You've been out and about.
Oh, you
I
went to
did.
New
I
Edition.
did.
How was it?
New Edition was excellent.
Really?
I enjoyed
So were
the
you a
show.
New Edition fan?
I was.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
I enjoyed the show. I went with the girls for New Edition.
Okay.
Okay,
And
all right.
I went by myself, but I was with a group of people for Maxwell, Joe, and
How was
their show.
that?
It was good, but they were booed up. I thought it was gonna be like more girls.
Really?
Oh, everybody was booed
Everybody
up.
booed up, and I was solo.
Oh.
How do
I
you
hate that.
how do you manage that when so it does kind of bother you when folk are booed up?
Just a little bit.
Just
Not
a little bit.
much.
Okay.
Just a hint.
Mhm.
Especially when the good love songs and stuff come on.
I was like, okay.
Right,
yeah, like what I'm supposed to do
What
here?
I'm
Right, 'cause
Right.
everybody cuddling and
Yeah.
hugged up, and then you kind of hugged up with yourself, you know.
And I can't reach the person on stage, so then that's that's a whole nother thing.
So what do y'all think about that? Do you feel some type of way for those of you who go, you're single and you go to somewhere like a concert or somewhere and folk are booed up? How y'all handle that? Y'all tell me what they're saying in the feed so I can know. How do you handle that?
You know your chit chat was booed up too.
They are booed up.
And you know what? To be
Right.
honest with you, I'm that person that feels like, oh, I don't want the single people to feel bad. I'm that person in the audience.
So you try to include.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, years ago, I wouldn't go anywhere like by myself.
Mhm.
But now,
Really?
right? But now, I would travel.
Yeah.
I would go to concerts.
Now, why would you not go anywhere by yourself?
It used to be boring to me.
Oh, okay.
To be by
So
myself.
it wasn't just the protection of a man.
Right.
It was
just boring, like
was
just
just
sitting
boring.
there, just not having anyone to kind of talk to. I can
Yeah.
always get out with my girls, but sometimes I just kind of want to,
you want some male company.
Right. But I get to a point to where it may be something that is going to be coupled up.
Mm-hmm.
And I just decided to just go ahead and go by myself. I mean, I went to Charlie Wilson by myself last year.
Did you?
I love
The
Wow.
whole concert.
I love
The
it.
whole concert. You go, girl. You
I
a
did,
grown
yeah, I
woman.
did. I went by myself.
I love it.
I think that's something we should teach people.
I did. I was on the second row.
We should
What?
teach girls.
Mhm.
What did you?
For Charlie Wilson by himself last year.
She went by
By
herself.
herself.
Would you go to a concert by yourself?
She loves being by herself.
Who said that?
Georgetta Reed.
Georgia says she loves. Okay.
Miss Kim Robinson said she does.
I think that's grown girl
Yeah,
stuff.
I
That's
love
grown woman
women.
Yes.
stuff.
And,
So what were you
I was
saying,
saying, I think
Michelle?
we need to teach young girls to date themselves earlier. Because
Uh-huh.
I wish I would have known that because I was so scared. It wasn't about being bored.
Mhm.
It was I was scared or nervous, I guess, to be seen like by myself. Like I didn't want to be the girl by myself
Okay.
and like have people look, well, why she by herself?
Exactly.
Like
Okay.
eat by myself, stuff like that. I never did that.
Exactly.
But that's how you
wow.
kind of really get in touch with yourself and
Uh-huh.
treat yourself.
Ooh,
Right.
Somebody
Yeah.
said, I don't have a problem if they can keep their man eyes off. me."
Ooh, Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley, this is Barbara.
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, I think that we should be good in our own space with our own self, whether it's going to a movie by yourself,
Right.
going to eat,
Mhm.
and then learning. I think Courtney and I talked about this on one free chat. Learning to talk to people that are around you,
Right.
because
Because you would have thought
Yeah.
I was with everybody on my road at the Charlie Wilson show.
you would.
Mhm.
Yeah, I talked to everybody. We
Uh-huh.
talked about the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listened to the show.
Yeah.
I picked up a couple of clients because I will talk to a brick
Yeah.
wall now.
Yeah.
Because if you're not looking for a house,
Uh-huh.
somebody looking for a house.
Can I
Yeah.
say this? I'm taking these braids down tomorrow. I am so tired of these braids, and they get hung in my back on this chair. So you keep seeing me move. These braids are wearing me
Yeah,
out.
I went to the Millennium concert by
Mhm.
myself. I sat in the front row. That was my
That
first
was
time
bad.
doing that.
Oh,
Yes, put it back
there.
there. But it was fun, and it did make me.
You
have
went
to
all
step
by
outside.
yourself?
I went.
Okay.
I mean, like literally, got
Nobody.
dressed.
No
went by
girls.
myself, no girls, no
Mhm.
nothing. I had one purpose though. I was there to see Sammy. I didn't care about anybody else. I
Okay.
had to focus. So it
Okay.
didn't matter if nobody wanted to come with me or
Right.
not. I
Okay,
would go
okay.
see Sammy. So that was my goal, and I sat right in the middle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I made some friends and we kind of talked and stuff and chatted. And then one of them went back to the meet and greet with me. So that was pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
You wait a minute, you went to the meeting.
I did.
What?
I met and I greeted.
Okay. Okay.
Met and greeted.
I did.
I think that you're a grown woman when you can do
Yeah,
stuff like
right,
that.
right.
When you're on your own, you can.
Right.
Yeah.
And because no one is going to take care of you better than you.
Right.
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 So you appreciate yourself.
And I don't
Taking care
think
of
you need to miss out on life
Mhm.
just because you don't have somebody
Right,
to go
right.
with.
Waiting
Right.
on other people.
But yeah,
Like how many times have you planned a trip and then someone backs out of their trip
Yeah,
and you just cancels
exactly.
all of your plans?
absolutely.
So you waiting on somebody else. Going
And then sometimes you could go with somebody and you have a terrible
Ooh,
time
yes.
because they're just not
Right.
right for you.
Oh, bro, I was gonna say they're just boring, but
Yeah, bro, don't have money or boring or
Mhm.
whatever, or they're real picky
right.
and you're having to constantly
Mhm.
accommodate
Mhm.
them
Right.
and all that. So yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you all? I gotta ask these chit chatters. Y'all, will you go on a trip by yourself? Will you go to a concert?
Lisa Claiborne said, "Why miss out?"
Right.
Yeah, why miss out?
Yep.
Miss Lolita said she can't do things by herself.
Oh, Lolita, I'm gonna call you.
Yeah.
She said she likes.
She won't
social-
answer.
She said she likes
She won't
socializing.
answer.
So she likes that piece of the socialization out there.
But you can socialize with the people
But
around.
she's a loner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, think about it. She said that I can't do things by myself.
Oh, okay.
I like to socialize,
But she's
But she's
alone.
alone.
but I'm alone.
Okay. Okay.
That's deep.
Yeah.
How you alone? How you alone?
Yeah, she won't answer your
But you
call.
like social. So she just likes to be a part of the mix, but not in the mix.
I guess. Little Lita, explain yourself. Tell us.
So Shanika said, in my grown lady life, I definitely will go by myself. But like Victoria, I used to think it was boring. But now I will and have traveled by myself the first time in December to the Virgin Islands.
Wow,
Yes.
you go, girl.
Shanika's
You
a
go.
real boss.
Come on, that's somebody.
Yeah.
That's a YouTuber.
That's a
Mhm.
YouTube. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm scared somebody gonna take me.
So, so you
I feel
think
go
like
to
I'm
safe
gonna be the
places.
one. I feel like I'm gonna be the one that like missing black girl.
You have to stay
really?
in safe places. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
You
talk
be
about
be
that, 'cause I
careful
need
of your
some-
surroundings. Okay, so let's going back to concerts. It seems like concerts are the in thing.
Mhm.
They're coming quickly. Everybody's going and all that. Because Victoria, you really do make people want to go because you go show your outfit. I mean, you make me want to. Let me throw on some clothes and get down here to this concert.
Mhm.
So is that the in thing now?
It is.
Now, I think
It is.
because we've been shut down so long with COVID, and then some of
Yeah.
these artists
Yeah.
just coming back out.
Right. And
Some
just
of them
that.
probably trying to get, they're probably a little broke.
Yeah,
They
they
come
lost
on
a lot
back
of money.
and making them
Yeah,
some money,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because they know we're gonna come.
Yep.
And the old school folk are coming.
Now that's what I'm here for.
Okay.
I'm loving that they're bringing back oldies but goodies,
Right,
and then they're bringing them together. So like you can
Yeah.
see all your favorites at one time.
right.
And it's just feel good music,
Mhm.
a lot of it. So I'm here for it. Okay, so what else is going on this week? Well, what else has happened? Let me look at. I had these notes, y'all. This is our pre-chat show, but I did write a few notes down. Last week we started. I don't even know how we got into the conversation. Do you remember, Michelle? We talked about. What were we talking about? Oh, we started out talking about your date, and somebody said if he eats a dessert, that's a red flag.
Yeah, the
Okay,
red
yes,
flag.
yes.
That's a red
Yeah.
flag. I can't wait till next week's show because I had Pastor John Terrius Tate and Pastor Frank Ray III,
Okay.
and we mentioned that. But y'all listen, y'all make sure y'all tune in next week too, because it is a lot. It's a very interesting conversation and funny. It really is funny. But we got to talking about if was a guy ordering dessert a red flag.
Mhm.
Then somehow we got over into undergarment. How did we get there?
I
How did
think-
we get there,
I
y'all?
think we were
Y'all
talking about our
remember?
toxicity, or I think it was talking about the women, because me and Freddie were saying we are toxic.
I never said that.
Oh, my bad. I included her in my
Oh,
toxicity.
She probably
My
did
bad.
last week.
I think she said
She
it.
got her hair fixed this week, so
That's what
she.
it is.
It was the ponytail last week. I was fine.
So I don't know how we got into it, but I made myself a note to talk about undergarments.
Mhm.
Why are we talking about undergarments?
The
It's
undergarments
important.
are toxic.
So why?
Why undergarments toxic?
Yeah. Foundation.
Oh, you said,
Uncomfortable.
but we need,
Okay,
But we need them. But
We
back in the
need
day, grandmama and them didn't leave the house without
That was
undergarments.
without a girdle on.
And grandmama and them stayed in shape too.
Yes.
They did.
That's grandma.
And so yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think this is how we got into it because we were talking about it was coming up to spring and
Mhm.
summer.
Mm.
That's
Yes,
how we
and the
started talking about it.
fashions. Yep.
And we were talking about
Sundress.
They did not talk about
it was time for you to
No,
go.
Courtney.
No.
Courtney was
That's
talking about sundress season. Okay.
We were talking about it's time to start getting your pedicures.
Right.
Yes.
And we were
Get
talking
yourself together.
getting yourself together.
Especially those heels.
Ooh.
Got to.
that.
But the heels you see the heels before you see the
Yeah,
toes.
do something with
Yeah, and just know that if you go to get your feet done, they can't put a tip on your big toe if it ain't looking right.
but should it be long?
No,
like
just get it regular size. Tell them you just want a little something to make it look like, because the big toes stick out.
Right.
That's
right.
always the toe they show.
That's right.
I think people should
But
take care of
please
that.
don't have them over like
Oh,
this.
don't do that.
Like that.
No.
Don't do that.
Right.
Don't make them look like fingers.
Mm-mm. No.
But we were talking about, and now everybody's gonna be coming out. Clothes are gonna be coming off.
Yep.
And I think I was giving just a word of caution
Mhm.
to say, "Come on, ladies, let's think
Yeah.
about
Yes.
where we are in life."
Yeah,
Yes.
because we're missing it. I know as a young woman, like when I was growing up, my mom was talking about girdles. Well, I didn't want to wear no girdle because
I had to start wearing at 12. My mama put a girdle on me at 12.
Sounded like something
Yeah.
like I shouldn't have on, but it's necessary now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was stockings and a girdle. That was like a part of Sunday attire. You like these things is itchy.
Absolutely.
So it's like traumatizing.
Well, it was the whole idea was to firm up,
Mhm.
gird your loins,
Yeah.
because women then took pride in looking together,
Absolutely.
Right.
you know, and fit.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would wear all of that
Yeah.
to hold all of that stuff in.
Yep.
And now we're just letting it all hang out.
Yeah. Because I think it doesn't matter what size you are, you can get you some nice undergarments that'll get, some shape for you.
Uh-huh.
That'll still make everything fit nicely
Right,
in there
right,
together.
right.
Like be a
Smooth
package
out.
when you walk out the door.
Big, ooh, girl, be a package. Put that on a shirt. Be a
Be a
package.
package.
Be a package.
I'm a package.
Be a
I'm
package when you walk out the door. I'm just saying.
Be a package.
Yes, put that on a shirt. We putting everything on a shirt. Every good saying, we put it on
Be
a
a
shirt.
package.
But it's because you can wear a nice outfit, but
Mhm.
because you don't have on any shapewear, it just doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't work.
It don't work. It will tear up an outfit.
It will
Mhm.
tear.
And that's
out.
why you notice undergarment now is getting to the point to where it's almost more expensive than the
It
outfit.
is.
It really is.
It is.
Let me tell you, a good
Yes.
shapewear is gonna cost you.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
gonna cost you.
$100, $150.
Mine are like
But you-
129 or 100.
And you have that thing. What's that
I have
thing?
the faja.
The who?
The faja.
Faja.
Mhm.
Okay.
Y'all
And
get
you
you
can have it
faja.
I
too.
have about
Yep.
5 fajas.
Yeah, get you one.
Really?
All
It'll
different
bless you.
sizes depending on how the outfit is.
Right. It'll bless you. We got shorts. We got the long ones.
Depending on what
Yeah.
size you want to be.
Right, depending on what size. Do I want to be a 12? Do I want to be a 10?
Oh, yes. Yes.
But now, when you get ready to take it off, it's like, woo, coming out a biscuit can. When you open that biscuit
Yeah.
can, that's how
It
that
just-
goes
When it
pop out.
pop out.
When it pop,
It's gonna pop out. It's
Yeah.
gonna explode. Especially
Yeah.
if you go to dinner, that thing is gonna explode.
man.
What?
Yeah, you get to sweat. Like you'll be swelling and yeah. It's
So do y'all know what we're talking about? Are y'all? They laughing. The crew is laughing, but y'all need to be telling me what they're saying.
they laughing. Say it again, Pastor.
So what do y'all wear? Oh,
Oh, Lisa Claiborne said with all the cutouts, they can't wear them. They can't wear undergarments because there's so many cutouts.
That's so
Oh,
true.
yeah,
But you have
can't
to
wear
dress for it though.
Yes, you have to dress
And know what
for
you
it.
got. 'Cause
Right.
There's
And can we
different
talk about
styles.
still add like the undergarment? But let's talk about these leggings and tights. Like
Ooh,
what's
the
the
see-through?
difference? Yes.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because that's big.
wait a minute. Before we say that, do you know that one day I was walking in a store and this lady had her daughters with her, and one of the daughters was probably about 10 or 11. That baby had on really tights. And I think the little girl thought she had on
Leggings.
some leggings.
Mhm.
I was just, my heart bled for her, but I couldn't say anything because I didn't want to offend the mother.
Mm.
But I'm thinking, ma'am, you see this baby
Mhm.
in these tights.
Yeah.
I mean, really. But anyway, so, okay, so
Mhm.
let's talk about this.
We-
Are leggings,
We gotta have an understanding.
Right.
We need to have an understanding.
what's appropriate?
Tights are not leggings.
Tights are
Correct.
not leggings.
If you put them on and it's a little sheer,
Right,
that's a tight.
yeah.
Your leggings should not. You should not be able to see through them unless it's got like some holes or something on it.
So, but if you got leggings on, I think you got to wear some good leggings.
You gotta have good leggings, so you
Good
can't be able.
leggings.
If you're gonna be able to see through them, then you have to have on a longer enough top
Mhm,
Right.
mhm.
to cover.
And
Like
Right.
that
I don't
top
even
still
trust
need
that
to
because
be-
if you got something back here, that little shirt gonna lift up. and
Right.
You
So
right
that
out of
top
there,
need to
too.
be down closer to the knees if you
Right.
want to have on tights. But everyone should invest in a full body mirror with a lot of lighting in
Ooh.
one
Oh,
room.
a full body
full body
mirror.
mirror.
And the
Every
light.
home,
Make
you
sure
can
you
get
get the
them for
lighting
10
right.
bucks.
And
Light.
get the lighting.
Bright light.
Yes.
And-
Daytime
and
light.
when you
Daytime
get the
light bulbs.
And when you get the full, and I know
Daylight
we're
bulbs.
telling our chit chatters and they
Right.
know, but help your neighbor,
Yes.
help your neighbor. And when you get the full body mirror, do you turn around and
Oh, you
look
have to make
on
a
the?
360.
You gotta do all
Because
of that.
otherwise,
All of that.
you can be really messed up in the
Mhm.
back and not know it. Because everything in the
Absolutely.
front is looking
Right.
fine,
Mhm.
right? So we got to give out. Maybe we need to have a town hall meeting or something so we can
Town
give
hall.
these,
Yeah.
so we can have
Yeah.
with our people.
Town
Because
hall.
y'all know we're the biggest violators, right?
Yeah.
We
It's us.
are.
It's a
And so we can just kind of talk about what's appropriate.
Bishop said, "How does a guy participate in this kind of conversation?"
He does.
Well,
I think they should.
I do, and I think that's a point, because oftentimes we've said this, Courtney and I have talked about this. Oftentimes, what women think is attractive to men is really
It's
not.
Mm-mm.
They're talking and laughing about it and all
Right.
of that as well. So we're just chit chatting. That's all we're doing.
Right,
But
right.
listen, we are chit chatting, but we are going to continue our conversation in our conversation episode tonight. We're going to go live with Victoria and Michelle, and we're going to continue this live conversation. And we want you to join us. And the crew is going to be talking to me and telling me what you're saying, because hey, it's all the way live tonight. Isn't that a Lakeside
Right.
song or something like that?
It's all the way live.
All the way live. Y'all know that? It's all the way live. Y'all don't remember that? That was for your time.
Right, I'm like-
Yeah, but you remember Victoria. Come on, Victor.
I know. I'm thinking. And I'm
It wasn't that Lakeside. Come on, chit chatter. Some of y'all go back a ways with me.
That.
Now, Victoria, come
All
on
the way
now.
live. We're going to find that before we
Now-
do the show.
It's Lakeside, yeah.
I want to bring this up because Teresa said, I think women judge each other too much. I'm not in a position to comment on that. We all need improvement in someone else's eyes. None of us are fine.
Yes.
So, Teresa, in one sense, I agree with you that we do judge each other,
Mhm.
but there is a place where we have to teach one another and those who are coming up behind us at least what is appropriate, at least what is respectable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Now, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I don't ascribe to the idea that we just let folk be, because young girls don't know.
That's
If
what-
somebody
yes,
doesn't
they don't
tell
know.
them, they won't know.
Because if everybody in their family looks like this,
Right.
then that's their environment. That's what they're used to. And sometimes it
Absolutely.
just takes one person to say, "Come here, baby.
Uh-huh.
Let me
Absolutely.
help you out." And that could be the shift that they need in their life.
See what Tanya said.
And I was that girl that my mom would say, okay, I mean, even as a grown woman, my mom said, "Now, girl, you need to put a slip on."
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
Yes.
I
We had a
just-
dress on. Back then, we had to wear slip.
So I don't think that that's inappropriate to do. I don't think that's necessarily judging.
I think
Right.
it's sisterhood. That's
I-
building that sisterhood. back.
Sisterhood. I do. And I think that's just training, teaching the next generation.
Yes.
Now,
I
as
really
Tanja
do.
said, guys can tell us what they like and what turns them off.
Yes. So the guys can come in this conversation. They can be a part of this, because a lot of times as women, we though we say we're dressing for ourselves, a lot of times as women, we're dressing for guys.
Mhm.
We really are. We're thinking
Mhm.
about what this
Right.
is going to look like.
Yeah.
And they told me at the Maxwell concert, was it at the concert? It's Maxwell, right?
Mhm.
They said y'all were in there, honey,
Mhm.
with your thigh high boots on, and y'all
Yes.
go, y'all were representing.
Yes.
Y'all were representing.
Yes.
They called y'all the aunties. They said the aunties were representing.
You know, I'm an auntie now. Like in like I guess like social world, I've now graduated into auntie instead of sis. And it took me
Really?
a minute. Like I finally realized why Gayle King and Oprah didn't want to be called aunties, because they felt like it was kind of dating them.
Oh,
And I felt that because now I got the girls at work, they're like, "Hey, auntie," and I'm like,
Oh wow.
I'm only a few years older than y'all. Like, but
Yeah.
it made me feel good though. The realization was that they look up to me as
Absolutely.
an auntie, that they respect my opinion, they want to come to me for
That's
advice.
right.
Mhm.
So just that shift in there.
You know, I remember when people started calling me mama.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, I fought that tooth and nail. I'm like, wait a minute. I am not everybody's mama.
Right.
And please don't start calling me that at church. Right? I am not Mother Willis, you know. But I agree with you. I kind of grew into being okay, because you know my kids are in their 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And so their friends will call me mama.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to accept that, yeah, there's a difference. And for them, it's a term of endearment.
Mm-hmm. They don't mean nothing by it.
Right.
Right.
It's a term of endearment. And it does say something to my body of work,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that I am putting myself out there in such a way that they look up to me, as you said.
Yep.
So yeah, so okay. So have you transitioned from sis to auntie?
Yeah, I have a lot of nieces and nephews now. Like
Uh-huh.
not in real life, but
Uh-huh.
they call me auntie.
They call you
Mhm.
auntie.
Mhm.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
It feels
Okay.
good too.
But
to
I
be
like
auntie.
it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
after I accepted the fact, it felt good.
Mhm.
Like, okay,
like
like I'm cool enough to be around,
Right.
but still cool enough to be
Be
respected.
respected. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is my chit chat time over? Oh man. Oh, but I don't have to be upset about it because we're coming right on back live with Michelle and Victoria, and we're gonna have fun. So now we're gonna have a 5-minute countdown. And then can they stay on this channel?
Yeah.
You can stay right here on this channel, and we're gonna have a 5-minute countdown, and we're gonna come back with Conversations with Linda live. All right, I'm out. Welcome to Conversations with Linda. I'm Linda. Listen, we are having a live show this evening. We were in the pre-chat and we just decided to keep the party going. And so I have with me Michelle. You've seen Michelle before. And then Victoria, one of our top viewers, our top supporters, top fans. Victoria, we are glad to have you on the show. Before they told me I need to make sure that I advertise this because I didn't do it in the pre-chat. Linda Willis Empowers is just exploding, right? Yes. And we have some products that we're very proud of. And one is our Colors of Inspiration adult coloring book. Now, you may say, do adults color? Absolutely. When I'm at Cracker Barrel with my grandbaby, I'm coloring when she's coloring, all of that. But there's something unique about this coloring book, and that is it comes with these positive sayings and of course with your own crayons, your own colored pencils. We provide those as well. But Linda Willis Empowers is offering this coloring book, and I'm telling you, I'm proud of it. And it's got all of these motivational sayings. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. No great thing is created suddenly. And the reason I wanted to do a coloring book is because as a mental health counselor, I know that it is very therapeutic to activate all of your senses. And so when you are coloring, you're using your hands, of course, you're using your eyes, you're being inspired to read the motivational sayings. And so I know this is very therapeutic for people. And I would purchase it. I would purchase it. And you'll be inspired, you'll be relaxed. You kind of just go into your own little world and get empowered. And so we have this now. You can order these, the set coloring book. I just trying to let you see how nice and thick it is, and it's $20. Isn't it right? $20, y'all. And then and then of course, what you say?
The link is in the chat.
The link is in the chat. We got our water bottles. Summertime is coming. You're gonna be out walking, hopefully.
Yep.
You know, so you need that as well. So go ahead and purchase you a coloring book. I'm telling you, you'll be glad that you did. So, ladies, let's chat. Let's chat. So we were talking about undergarments and all that in the pre-chat, and it is really not to condemn anybody, not to put anybody down, but it is, I believe, passing on that wisdom that we receive to the next generation to help our young ladies know how to carry themselves and how to display their best features in a positive way, right? Absolutely. And let me tell you something. My husband's grandmother, she lived to be about 93, 94 years old. 96, I'm sorry. He's in the studio. About 96. But do you know that up until she was no longer able to be up and about, which was on into her 90s, she wore a girdle every day.
I believe it.
And she had a beautiful shape because that foundation, that shapewear kept her waist nicely, you know, and her clothes fit her. You know, she was just one of those ladies I admired because she took care of her body. She took care of her body. So, you know, just get you some shapewear, you know, find something that's comfortable. You know, invest a little money because
some of it's not comfortable.
Some of it's not comfortable. So you got to find what's comfortable. When you wash it, don't put it in the dryer.
There you go. That's key.
Gotta let it air dry.
Don't put it in the dryer. Air dry it. Okay, it'll last much longer. We just got to look.
And if it starts to roll over, then it's time for a new one.
Okay,
it starts
good
rolling,
point. When it starts to roll over, it's time for a new one. Yeah. And men wear some stuff too now.
They have
it's
them.
not,
they have them for men now.
Absolutely. So I told y'all I'm with Victoria and Michelle, and so I got some interesting things to talk to you all about.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And the crew is gonna let me know if there are any comments going on, and y'all comment, get in on this. This is a live show, so y'all go on and tell me your thoughts as well. So you both are single.
Mhm.
How is it out there?
It's hard.
It's hard out here.
It's hard.
Rough.
Y'all quickly
A
answer
struggle.
that.
It's really
Why
hard.
is it so hard? What
I'm
makes
like,
it
How
hard?
about you?
I'm 34.
Okay, I'm older. I'm 47.
Okay, so we got
And-
2 different decades
I
going
mean,
on
you
here.
would think at 47 plus, at that point, folks have it together, and they don't.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
You know, folks they don't have any goals. You know, they don't know what they want to
At
do.
in their 40s?
Yes, they don't know what
You'd
they
be
want to do.
surprised.
Some of them don't have a car.
No, wait a minute. They don't have a car.
Like 60 years old. 55, yeah. No
I-
car.
I am just
Now
flabbergasted.
that hurts my soul to know that's what I got to look forward to.
How does that happen? What
Or
is
they say they're taking care of mom, but mom got 2 jobs.
Wow.
My mama's
in their 60s?
Oh, yes.
Is that what you all are
Yes.
finding out? I'm just amazed.
Tony Parker said, horrible.
She understands.
I'm looking for a woman to take care of.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me about the 30s.
So it's the same. I'm in this
Really?
weird space where being someone career focused, then it's hard to find someone that understands that
Mhm.
piece of it,
Okay.
that you have availability, but know that my time is my time.
Okay.
And so you should appreciate that. And I'm not always going to be readily, and so then your selection of men then begins to dwindle. Like you either
wow.
I'm going to be Stella getting my groove back, or I'm going to be dating somebody's daddy. And so finding men my
Wow.
age is a little bit difficult.
I would think men your age would be, grinding and making it happen as well. They would be
Nah.
climbing the ladder. No?
And what I think what they need is a strong woman beside them to help them be motivated and show them that they can, because a lot of them aren't being told that they can. They're just used to this one way. And then when a woman like me comes in and I'm speaking life into their, sometimes they don't know how to handle that and they can't
Wow.
accept it. And then you're sitting there like, I just want you to be great. Like I want you to be great. And they won't do it.
So is that what you all are discovering as well? I just want to know what my chit chatters are thinking as
Lashandra
well.
said dating is rough. Some of these older men are full of games, no goals, nothing.
Yes,
Mhm.
it's true.
Lolita said women have made it too easy by accepting.
Yep.
Mhm.
What?
I believe it.
You believe that too?
I blame people mamas.
You blame the mama.
I do.
Tell me about that.
So I think things that you like having a son, because I have a son, I think there are things that I'm teaching him to help him be a better man for the woman he's gonna get with later on. Because there's things that I know that I want. So opening the door,
Yeah.
making sure you pump the gas, little
Right,
small things
right.
that you begin to teach them. And so I think there was like with the single mom dynamic, it became this is my quote unquote head of the household. Their son became more of a boyfriend instead of a actual son, and teaching them how to treat women and how to love on them outside of being a mom.
Wow. But so
Yes, the mamas have ruined them.
Mhm.
Somebody said.
mamas have ruined them.
Patricia Robinson said, I'm not discovering anything.
That's my life group leader.
Martha Robinson said, even the old men my age got game.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It's game. It's
Yeah.
a lot of game. And then they're not
Okay,
healthy.
so-
It's game and they all not healthy. Because
Because they
Me
sick.
personally,
They have
like,
to take
I-
care of themselves.
I like older guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because guys I meet that are my age and younger, they're just not on my level.
Mm-hmm.
And the older guys, like, I'm almost to the point to where on the first date, I want, what medicine are you taking? Like, we have to talk about it. Yeah, because if you on 3 or 4 blood pressure medicines and metformin, it's gonna be a problem. You take metformin 3 times a day, it's gonna be a problem. And these are
Wow.
folks 50 years old taking more
that's
medicine
deep.
than an 80-year-old.
Their parts don't work.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. But they're sharp now. They dress nice.
Uh-huh.
They sharp. They dress nice.
They present themselves as something that they're
And
really
and
not.
they taking 5.
Oh, they take a lot of medicine.
Y'all, where did we go wrong? Where did the shift happen?
I told you last week, because we previously, I stand by this, even though I'm a little bit younger, that back in the day, that men didn't have to be liked. They were there because they were the supportive figure in the relationship.
Okay.
So it was the money. They had the same thing we see now is not new. It's the
Right.
same concept. They had families, everywhere if they wanted
They
to.
had other
As
women.
long as they came home and took care of the house, that was
Mhm.
like a main thing. So I think as we started to develop and we began to push forward as women, it makes it so like we don't have to deal with that.
Okay, you bring up a good point. Now, Freddie, I don't know which camera I'm on talking to,
You want to talk to him?
but I think that Michelle has hit on something, because if Victoria is telling me these are 60-something-year-old men as well, that's not necessarily the single mama that happened to. But Michelle brings up the point that we have evolved as women,
Right.
and now we are not settling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where now the tension
Yeah.
has come in.
Yep. Yep.
It's us.
Yeah. It's
That
us.
they've been doing that.
Yeah. Because I'm a fight or flight person. Like I'm either gonna fight for you or I'm dipping. So you got about 3 times. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Third time, bye. So I think that's how I kind of deal with people in the conversations and stuff I'm having with them.
And I think I want it done.
You want it done?
3 times.
Ooh,
Y'all are killing me.
I want it done.
You want it done,
Right.
and you
I'm 3 strikes. Yeah.
3
So
straight.
let's talk it good in the comment section. Courtney, can you start with
Oh, wow. What are y'all saying to me?
Come
Tell
on
me
now.
what they're saying, Courtney.
William Week says, I went out of my comfort zone and city to find my wife.
Oh, wow.
And another woman said, if he said that it's the men in Memphis. She vowed that she would not have dated anybody else in Memphis. She says it's a different breed here.
It is.
In Memphis.
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Mamas,
Yeah.
Tony's
You can
okay,
wear
come on,
that.
y'all.
Wait a minute. Go. Okay, what else?
Oh, they had a whole.
Somebody said
conversation.
that the mamas aren't making their sons be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
But wait a minute. Now I got to see if there's something to this thing about it's the men in Memphis.
Okay. So me being from the Midwest,
Okay.
it's a little bit different. Now I love the Southern love that men give,
Okay.
but it's something missing.
Really?
I don't know what's going on in their head. I ain't quite got there yet, but the sweetness, the lovingness, they got that. But outside of that, like, can you go to work every day?
Wow.
Can y'all not be sitting around drinking all day long? Like, why are all of your family sitting there drinking? And that's stuff that I didn't even think about until about like maybe a year or 2 ago. I was like, well, why is it like that? Why are you staying in this environment? Because you're fine over there, but you should be finding a mentor and growing. You shouldn't be okay with everybody else like this, and you're going to work.
Right.
Wow.
For the first date, they asked me the questions like before the first date, are we going Dutch?
Really?
Yes. Like, are we going Dutch? Like, we're not in a relationship. We're just going on a date.
And so they want to
leave 'em on
get
red.
clarity
Yeah.
about you gonna
Up
pay
front
for you
before
and
you get there.
Leave them on red.
and so and but you all think this is a Memphis thing.
Well, I don't think it's a lot. I mean, I hadn't been outside of Memphis, so I really can't come in on it.
Okay.
But, I mean, I live in Mississippi, so Mississippi and Memphis, they
They are the
right.
same.
Well, and I to be
People
truthful,
everywhere are having it.
but yeah, because to be truthful, I
Mhm.
have heard women everywhere talk about this.
Mhm.
But I go back to what Michelle said, that women have evolved. And we're not settling. We're not just country and dumb and don't know
Exactly.
all of that, or with a bunch of babies and don't have a
Right,
choice.
Right. And I think it's something to be said about that as well, that we're evolving. But if they know us, like women are such nurturers and caring people, we want you to succeed. If I like you, I want you to move with me. I want you not move
Right.
with me, but I want us to move together, and
Right.
I'm gonna help you excel. What is your dream? I'm gonna push you there.
Right.
But go ahead.
Go ahead. And that's the thing they don't have, because see, I'm to a point in my life I have a real busy life. I work probably 60 hours a week.
Mhm.
You know, so outside of my work schedule, my time with my girlfriends, my church time. So if I date, it got to be with a purpose.
Mhm.
I can't go to a restaurant and sit with you for a couple of hours, talking
Yeah.
to you on the phone every day if it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
That's
You don't have
wasting
that
my
kind of time.
time, and that's
Right.
time that I can't
You
get
can't get
back.
back.
Like,
Right.
I have to date for a purpose.
Yeah.
And that might be my problem. Because I don't
Mm.
want, like, because the thing you hear is, well, if this don't work out, we could be friends. I don't need any more friends. I'm good. I have
Yeah.
some genuine friends that I love.
Yeah.
And the little time that I have is for them.
Yeah.
When I'm not
Yeah.
doing time with work and stuff.
Right.
I don't need no more friends.
Wow.
And
They
that's-
don't want to date us. They want to go straight to laying up.
Ooh, say it.
Now that's a whole nother thing, because you should see some, like, you'll be talking, conversations go well. So when are we go? Sir, you don't even know me.
Right.
You haven't even, this is my kicker. You haven't even asked my status.
Mhm.
You haven't asked me if I have ever had anything. They don't even look at that. So like, it's like,
Wow.
ask those questions first before you want to lay down with me. Give me a
Wow.
little something. You don't even know who I am.
Wow.
They want to pull up now. They do want to pull up. They
They
want
want-
to sit on the couch.
Oh yeah.
What you want me to
You wanna
pick
watch
up
a-
no,
watch a
we going to
movie and some
dinner.
wings.
No, I don't want you to come sit on my couch. Let's go to dinner. Oh, I let you know. They don't want to spend that money.
Yeah.
It is amazing. And I think the fact that we have so many women who will allow it
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
makes it hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think one of the chit chatters talked about that. Didn't they say something about that? We've
We
made
allow
it.
Somebody said a lot of women settle, but then get older and want to know why God didn't send them.
Ooh,
Yeah.
William
Yeah.
speaking today.
But I think because of the women who will accept all of this,
Mhm.
it makes it hard because, and I've had some men say, well, if she wants, somebody else will.
Mhm.
So they don't feel like they have to step up
Right.
because they got somebody
That already
way
will.
behind
Exactly.
you that's going to settle for
Yeah.
sitting on being on your couch.
Now, I want to talk about this because William said some women need to stop giving men husband benefits and you're only dating them.
Okay.
Now, I want to say that's important because as a girl who came from a 2-parent household,
Uh-huh.
if that's all you seen in a relationship, then that's
Mm.
kind of what you do, because
Yeah.
that's how I saw my mom operating. I
Yeah.
didn't see a dating phase. All I
That's
saw
a
was
good
my mom
point.
taking care of my dad. So
You
I'm
didn't
supposed
even
to
know
take
the-
care.
yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, Tanya said they want to be players, but they got 6 or 7 prescriptions. See, I told you, I'm not by myself. They take nitro.
Men on medicine.
They got tubes of polygrip because they ain't been to the dentist.
Polygrip.
And
Oh,
and they
you
get
get
mad when
discouraged.
they
You
take
get discouraged.
Ooh, my chest getting tight.
polygrip. Yeah.
Freddie, we in trouble.
They have polygrip. They have tubes of polygrip. Now I did go to dinner one time, not too long ago. I said, wait, because we was gonna eat a steak. He said, wait just a second, I gotta go take. He said, you gotta go take
No,
his
he
teeth
didn't.
out. Yes,
No,
he
he
did.
didn't.
No.
Take them out because no, he had to go put some extra polygrip. I don't know. So he said he'll be right back. So,
So what did you say to that? You was
I was
okay
like,
with
what
it?
happened?
Take your
At 54 years old, why you don't have teeth?
Did you leave while he was gone to put his extra?
Did
Did
He had to go get some extra glue.
Did you watch him the whole time he was eating when he came back? Because
I
I
did
would
watch because I wanted to see if we was gonna come out.
I would have been able to focus the rest of the
Right, but here's my thing. Even if you've got to go put some extra polygrip in,
Mhm.
I don't want to know.
Right.
Don't
Just-
tell
right,
me.
I
Just
didn't wanna
say,
know, right.
excuse me, I'll be right
I'll
back.
be right back.
Oh my
Because one
goodness.
didn't tell. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know if. Sometimes I think God is punishing me
Why you say that, Victoria?
because the folks that don't mean like this can't be for real.
Give us an example other than the polygrip. I mean, that's bad. That's bad.
Okay, before break, easy. We in one car driving. We hadn't been knowing each other long. I pull up, get some gas.
Uh-huh.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to pay for my gas. We ain't been talking long. So
Yeah.
I pull out my card and said, here you go. Like I didn't want to say, he said, oh, I got your gas.
Uh-huh.
But he put $10 in my tank.
Break. It's
I
not
was
gonna
on
break.
E.
Wait a
Ooh,
minute.
where we gonna go with
So we
that?
didn't go nowhere after that. You tell me you got my gas.
And you
After I was gonna pay for my own gas. I was handing you my card to go pump it.
and he gives
She
you
said, I got it.
he puts $10.
And that lets you know what he putting in his car.
I was not even on a quarter of a tank.
Mm-mm.
Oh my
You can't
Lord.
be, especially the gas prices.
No, I can't talk.
Who's that,
to
2
you.
gallons?
You shouldn't have said nothing.
Right. Right.
So you were driving though.
I was driving.
Why was he not driving?
She didn't have a car.
Oh,
Wait a minute, he didn't have a car.
I didn't have a car.
She said it was in the shop. So I wanted to give you benefit of the doubt. I was,
Until you show me different.
yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm
I'm
with
like,
you.
okay, cool. It's fine. I pick it
Yeah.
up.
And he
I said, I gotta get some
$10.
gas. I didn't have to. Here you go, my card. Because I wasn't expecting you to pay for my gas.
Yeah.
So he figured that $10 would cover where y'all were going and you dropping him off. That's
Right.
That's how
That
the
was
month
That
I
was
was on
it.
E again.
That's all he wanted.
That's all. He wanted to make sure you picked him up. That's it. Not nobody
Wait.
else.
Wait a minute, who paid for dinner?
He did.
We're gonna continue this conversation.
Right. He paid for dinner, but he did tell me, look, they got this. It was on one of the I don't know if it was Outback or something, but they had the two for something.
Not two for.
No, they said, did you
no.
see this? I said, I'm not eating no
He was
that.
excited.
None of that. They give me a steak
Oh,
or something.
my God.
Two
For
for
me.
nothing.
Wow.
Oh my Lord.
And I want an appetizer.
Yeah, I want all of that. I want it all.
I don't
I'm
want two
with
for
you.
nothing.
Mhm. I'm gonna get two for myself. Right, I'm gonna get two for
She
myself.
was good for the show.
Listen, we're gonna take a commercial break. Y'all hang in here with us, so we can pull ourselves together, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Conversations with Linda. I am Linda. Listen, we are having a wonderful conversation, humorous but wonderful conversation. I got with me Michelle and I got Victoria. Victoria is one of our top fans. And Victoria, we're going to give this coloring book and pencils to you tonight. We are offering a coloring book, Colors of Inspiration. It's an adult coloring book. I'm excited about this because it has inspirational sayings in it. And it allows you, as you are coloring, to inspire yourself and just get away and relax. So I like to color, and this is yours.
Thank you. I'm gonna get two of them because I can do this on flights.
Mhm.
Absolutely, that
Yes,
is so
thank you.
smart.
I can do that on flights.
But listen, we're talking about. I don't even know how we got this deep into it, but
Lolita said.
there's a lot going on out here in this dating world.
We laughing at me, but they laughing at our lace fronts and lashes. Why should we have to come?
They're laughing at okay, lace front and lashes, but we're talking about
The date.
going to work.
Yeah.
We're
That's
talking about
I could fix that. I
Right.
can go to the bathroom, or I could
Yeah.
wiggle it on down. But if you can't fix, you're not going to work.
right. Yeah. So I think we're in a
Okay.
different vein with this.
Yeah.
What's the funniest date you've been on, Michelle?
Y'all already know mine. Mine was the whole salad thing. Like that sits hard on
What
me.
was the salad thing?
So we went on the first day. It was amazing. We went to go get some brunch. It was a random day off for me, so that went well. And then the next day, he was like, "Okay, I want to cook for you." I'm like, "Sure, that's great." Well, when I got there was no food.
Okay.
So I'm thinking maybe it's on the way because I Uber Eats too. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, maybe he had a long day. But as we sat there, time kept passing. I'm like, I told you, my time frame is about 6 to 8. Then I go pick up my son. So time getting a little close. And he says, I was thinking I'd get you a salad.
That was the meal?
That was my meal. So I didn't know if he was trying to say I was like heavy, like I was a big girl, or what, because I was like, first I gotta fit him, like, do I look like I eat a salad? Like, how dare you, sir? And then he was missing some of the ingredients to make like a whole chef salad. He was like,
no,
I ain't got no ham, but I got some turkey, so we can put that in there. I'm like, and the whole time I'm like, okay, he's clearly just playing. Like there's some salmon, there's some something somewhere. Just a salad. He did have Hidden Ranch, Hidden Valley Ranch. So I was okay with that.
So how did you respond? Did you say anything?
I'm too
Or you
nice.
just
I just never talked to him again.
Wow.
Well, you don't want to hear about
So
mine.
you ate the salad and never talked to him again.
Yeah, I ate the salad. I was
We don't
hungry.
waste food.
You don't want to talk
Yeah,
about
I was still a little hungry. Now I had to
I
get
know
that,
you
and then I had to go
was.
get something else to eat afterwards.
Right.
So I saw this acronym for single that I thought was quite interesting. It said single stands for stress is now gone, life's easier. Is that how you feel about being single? Stress is now gone.
I mean, yes, I can say yes.
Do you plan to get married again?
Yes,
Okay.
I would love to get married again.
Really?
But it just, I can't go through stuff that I went through in the past. So that's why I'm like, I know it's not a perfect man out there. I know that.
Okay.
But I do believe it's one that's perfect for me.
That's
and
right.
one that just, have similar likes and stuff like me, and we can grow together.
Yeah.
I believe he's out there.
Yeah.
But the stuff that people hide, like for example, a date,
Okay.
just from the dating site, nice guy.
Okay.
Never, not one time,
Mhm.
told me he didn't have legs.
Can we take a come? I wasn't ready for that. I was thinking kids or something. She said, no legs.
Not one time. I cannot. One time. That's what I said. I'm like, I know I want always perfect wife, but I really feel like
Wait a minute, I got business.
I was a good wife. I think God punished me
That's pregnant
sometimes.
lady.
We didn't know he got legs. I'm with you.
Nice
I'm
man.
with you.
Nice.
Oh my
One
God.
time he
Wait a minute,
So how was it? What was his pictures like on the app?
I always noticed it looked like he was sitting straight up. I said, this man got good posture. But I didn't know. So I get to the restaurant. We meet there.
Oh my Lord.
So I'm at the top of the line.
Y'all meet where?
Oh my God.
Y'all get ready to meet for a date.
The Cheesecake Factory. I got there first. It was crowded. It was a wait. I said, you know what? Let's just sit at the bar so we don't have to wait at a table. He said, no, I need you to get a table. Didn't tell me why.
Because he couldn't get up in the bar.
I said, okay, I'll put our name on for a table, but I'm just going to sit at the bar until you get here. He said, how long? They said about 30 minutes till I be there by time, time. Okay. Next time I turn around, I see somebody flying in a wheelchair. I'm talking about going like 40 miles per hour through the restaurant, like the remote. I said, and I sit there and I was like, but he gets around so good. And I'm like, I can't do now. Had I been married and my husband had an accident, that's what
Totally
it's gonna
different.
be.
Yeah,
Totally
right.
different.
But going into the situation.
He should have said something at least.
And all going through my head is, this man fall out the bed or something. Ooh, I gotta get him up.
And they're real strong though. They're really strong. Like
I know.
I'm thinking he didn't tell
He
you.
didn't tell me.
And you said he had the top
He
of the
said-
line handicap vehicle.
Oh, it was top of the line. He got the little thing that pushed the gas, the brake, and everything. He said he could have came and picked me up.
Oh,
And I might have missed out on my husband. I might have missed out on the best thing going for me.
Yeah.
But you just
I couldn't do it.
because you felt deceived or you
Yeah.
couldn't be with a handicapped man.
a bit of both.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot with no legs. Like immediately, not going into the situation that would change my whole life.
But did he have like the stick-on legs? Like he could have a leg over?
Yeah.
Yeah, the prosthetic.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Those,
So he had those.
he had
Okay, well he
those.
can wear them.
But I think
Because in pants you'll never know. Like you just always gotta wear pants.
They gotta come out.
but I think he should have told you.
I said, what happened? He had pledged everything. He was Greek. I can't say no more because folks don't know who he is. He had pledged, so he said he'd been like that since he was like 15.
So okay, so after that, did you all do any follow-up calling?
Nothing. I went ghost. Nothing. Went on the block.
You ain't gonna roll into my life no more.
It went on block. My block list in my phone is longer than my contact.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm trying to.
I don't want no friends. So it's,
after you date him, you don't want
I
him
don't
as
want
friends.
friends. I don't want friends. Like, it is people I have dated and we are really close now. They're, close. Or some of them been clients and
Yeah.
stuff. Even ex-husbands, we're close.
Yeah, because you got a couple of
I
ex-husbands.
do. But we're close. We're close.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not enemies. I can't, knock on wood, I don't have any enemies that I have been married to or dated. They're
Okay.
enemies. But I do, like some folks, I do block.
Okay.
But we
Okay.
if I see them now, hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
yeah.
can call you. One person called me from about 10 different numbers.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm. I
Wow.
can't get through.
Wow.
But it's a it's not fun out here.
Oh Lord, that was so funny to me. I did not see that
You should have
coming.
been a comedian.
She should
I
have.
was not ready.
You are the perfect person.
Oh my goodness.
Victoria, tell us about another bad day.
Right.
I
You got some experiences.
Hey, you got
It's so
another
many.
Oh my gosh.
Other than missing
But you're still hopeful.
I am.
You're still
I
hopeful
am.
that
I
you're gonna
am.
get
I'm
married.
hopeful. And folks, they don't have a couch. Like, I'm just gonna tell you this. I have never met so many guys that are living in like group home type places.
Really?
But these folks dress nice.
Wow.
So you would never know
You don't.
that they don't have a place of their
Yes, where you
own.
live at, they give you an address like anything, 205 Poplar. If I a Google place is sitting at the table, or stuff, it is a home.
They give you the homeless
It's
shelter
like I'm
address.
single. I mean, I can
Oh my
always
God.
get a house. I'm
Mm.
living good like this. Really?
Wow.
You living
Wow.
good? But
Wow.
I can't come and sit on your couch because
Wow.
you're sharing that couch with 20 other people.
Jesus.
And y'all got twin beds and 2 in a room.
Oh my
Why are
goodness.
you even on a dating site?
Wow.
They need love too.
So you like going on the dating site because you know some women are nervous
Yes,
about they
I'm
don't.
not nervous. I mean, I go on a dating site. I done met some nice guys.
Okay.
But they didn't want like they like players and stuff, and I don't
Gotcha.
want a player.
Okay. Michelle,
So-
have you ever been on a dating
Yeah.
site?
Yep.
And have you had any luck?
No.
No.
No, a lot of weirdos. I would
Really?
say. I think that's a good word to call
Well, they say you gotta kind of spend some money.
Yeah.
You
them.
know,
that
the
don't
free
work
ones.
either.
Mm-mm. I
spend
did
money.
that too.
Oh,
That
that
don't
doesn't
work
work
too.
either.
Yep.
They players and they still in clubs, 60 years old, they drinking 7 days a week. I'm not gonna marry you then be in dialysis 3 days a week because you
got
want to
time.
drink all day.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
That means as soon as I say I do, then I gotta go
Take care
sit
of you.
somewhere at
Right.
the Vita somewhere for 3-4 hours,
Yeah.
3 times a
And
week.
take care of you.
Yes, because you still turning up like
What you
you
mean?
twin. Sit down somewhere.
So Courtney said, "What do you want?" I mean,
I was gonna say, well, we know legs is top of the line. That's top tier over
A
here.
job, and you know what
Mhm.
you're gonna do. You got goals. You done
Yeah.
set. You know,
Yes.
they don't have to be big goals. And
Mhm.
I'm not this materialistic girl. You know, I do well with what I do.
uh-huh.
But I don't care if you got a 500 square feet
Yep.
box apartment. I don't care. You
Uh-huh.
can have an
Couch.
efficiency.
Yeah,
Efficiency
but
with
have your
something-
own.
because it's affordable to live here in Memphis.
Yeah.
So it's a problem when you don't have your own. I'm not talking about a group home. I'm not talking
Right.
about renting a room
Right.
with
Right.
another couple. You've been renting a room for 5 years. That's a problem.
Right.
That's
Because
a
it
problem.
says something about the stewardship of your
Mhm.
own life.
Right.
And so why would I invite you into my life when you're not a
Exactly.
good steward of your own
Right,
life?
Exactly.
Right.
You
You
can't
don't have
protect
to go to
this.
Ruth Chris twice. a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can take me to
Just
KFC. I don't care about stuff like that.
I just want to eat.
Right.
I don't
wanna
care
eat.
about that.
Mhm.
I'm not like
Wow.
this person that got to be, oh no, you got to take me to Jill's
Yeah.
place tomorrow. I'm not that
You know what? I'm gonna have. I did talk to the fellas who are gonna be on next week about a little bit of this, but I think I've got to have a forum where the men and women can come together
Mhm.
because I think that these things need to be heard
They
from
do.
both sides
They do.
so that we can get to the bottom of
Yeah.
this. Oh, okay. Let me turn a corner. Let me get myself together and turn a corner.
Don't take a commercial.
Okay, I'm gonna go to a commercial break, and y'all hang in there, and I'll be right back.
Oh, Lord.
Welcome back to Conversations with Linda. We are having a delightful time. Y'all, this has just been a funny episode, conversation, because I got Victoria in the house. And let me tell you, we have already decided her next career needs to be that of a comedian. And then, of course, Michelle is here. She's my second co-host. And we're just having some fun. But I mean, you know, y'all are speaking some truths as well while we're laughing. It's some truths that are being shared here
It's
today.
really going on.
What's really going on out here? So I do want to turn to something a little bit more serious, because I just kind of gotta vent and let y'all vent too.
Okay.
You know, on the news, I mean, this week we've been seeing the whole hearing that's going on. You know, I want to call it a spectacle.
Yeah.
With Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson and you know, her movement towards the Supreme Court.
Absolutely.
How y'all feeling? Because I haven't been able to watch a whole lot, because it just anchors me so.
It's proof that it does take a lot more for women to advance themselves, even though they're qualified. We have all of the things that are necessary. It's still a stigma. And then I'm not even just gonna talk about women. So about black women.
Yes.
Black women still have that stigma that we're not good enough.
And I think for me, it's so overt. It's like they don't even care that the world is watching. They don't even care that we as African American Black folk are watching them do her like this.
It's a slap in the face.
It is. Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee asked the Supreme Court, Ketanji Brown Jackson, can you provide a definition for the word woman? And Jackson appeared, you know, confused, responded, you know, I'm not a biologist. Blackburn chided Jackson, claiming that the fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the danger of the kind of progressive education that we're hearing about.
No.
I mean, really?
She ought to be ashamed of herself.
She really ought to be
know
ashamed.
What person had a battery in her back that let her even ask that question?
Yes.
But they all need to be fired, because that has nothing to do with the point or the
Right.
matter of her being qualified, because she doesn't know the term, or she didn't give a
Well, you know, she was trying to catch her.
Yeah.
And, you know, she was trying to trap her, because had she given a traditional definition of a woman,
exactly,
then she would have shown her bias possibly to exclusion,
exactly,
right? Of transgenders and all other things, you know, right? And so she was trying to trap her just to support her conservative view. I just thought, you know, you're real low down now.
That's sad. It's really sad.
It was a sad situation that happened a few days ago in California. It's one of my friend girls' daughter. She is a Black OBGYN. She's in her residence, but she's under 30. And she took a position in California. It's like the first Black. Like, she's doing really well. And she was seeing a patient, and somebody walked in the room that didn't look like her, and immediately like went to an attack and grabbed her badge and said, what are you doing in here? And what are you doing to this patient? Oh, it went.
Wow.
She went off on this. She was a doctor, and the lady walked in like, you weren't supposed to be in this position.
Really?
And she probably was underneath her.
But I mean, did she think, why did she do that? I'm missing something.
Just didn't feel like that she's supposed to be in it. Like, it's no way you would be qualified to do this
Are
work.
you serious?
Yes.
I agree.
I am amazed that in 2022,
yes, I actually just
we are still dealing with this kind of.
To me at work. So the tier that I'm in, I'm upper level management, and they intentionally don't include me in conversations.
Really?
And my job is to be a part of the conversation and help you guys make better choices. And they will intentionally not include me in the project until the end. Once I figure that out, I just started including myself. I see them in a meeting, I walk in there, hey, how y'all doing? Because y'all not gonna leave me out. I'm trying to help.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it still happens, and especially I would say I have a lot of Middle Eastern men, and their culture is women don't. They're not supposed to be this way. They're not supposed to talk back. They're not supposed to do, question their authority. And so I had a really big issue with one, and I had to report him because I'm not gonna lose my job because you're trying to like downplay me. Like,
Yeah.
and I literally wrote a whole presentation to show him like you don't even know how qualified I am. You just see this personality because I'm a people person.
Yeah.
Right.
But
yeah.
I've been doing the work for years.
Mhm.
So I've gotten to this point now where I'm like, you gonna include me. I'm not gonna be missed out on that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's still happening.
And that's what I admire about Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson is that no matter the humiliation, I mean, and you can see it on her face, she's staying the course.
Yeah.
That if you are not going to make me back down, I deserve to be here.
Yep.
And I got to go through what I got to go through, but I'm going through that Supreme Court door.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I am just amazed. Ted Cruz even, he says, as I listen to your testimony, I believe you're someone who's compassionate. I believe you care for children, obviously your children and other children, but I also see a record of activism and advocacy as it concerns sexual predators. And so he started this whole thing about, I guess what he was he trying to say, y'all, that she was soft on crime? Is that what it was?
Lenient on
Yeah.
sex crimes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, as you said, she's qualified, more qualified than anybody else
Yes.
Exactly.
on the bench.
Yep. Absolutely.
And that's what she's having to go through.
Mhm. Every day. she
Just
gotta fight for
really
her love.
because of the color of her skin.
Yep.
Really because of the color of skin. I read, I don't know if you all have heard this, but I heard that there's a petition going around for Thomas, Judge, what's his name? Clarence Thomas.
Mhm.
Clarence Thomas, because his wife is a conservative, Democrat, Trumpster, conservative, Republican, and she was trying to influence the Supreme Court overturning the election of
Mhm.
President Biden.
Wow.
And some other things that she's tried to influence. And they're saying that Judge Clarence Thomas has been somewhat complicit in some of that, being influenced. And so there's a petition going around to unseat him. I'm just amazed that this stuff is happening in 2022.
It's really sad, honestly, and it breaks my heart because I think about even in the workforce now, a man, and I'll say a white man, can apply for a job he's not even qualified for to the least bit.
Yeah.
And we will tell ourselves, no, I don't qualify that, so I'm not going to apply.
Right.
And so I've been telling girls, and that I'm mentoring, I'm like, apply for it. What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst can happen? That's so true.
Why not? A no is still a yes to me. You try.
Yeah, absolutely. And just, I think it does set us back in our hope sometimes of what is to come, because we thought we were making such great strides, especially out through the civil rights movement and all of that. And now we're facing, it's just so in your face. I just,
It's right in our face. I mean, because what like led me, for example, to be where I am today as far as being in real estate. Well, I was in the school system and applied for a job roughly like 3.5, almost 4 years ago. I didn't get the job.
Okay.
And the person that got it was not the same color as me. But I was told that I had to train this person.
Really?
But I'm good enough to train this person,
Yeah.
but not to take the position, right? I'm like, make this make sense, And so I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
So
And
many
so
people.
I saw it leading up to it. Like I knew.
Okay.
Like I'll never forget. I left church that particular Sunday and I know the Lord said, hey, you done got too comfortable. So I immediately cleaned out my office and everything. I didn't quit.
Okay.
I got fired.
Really?
Yes, I got fired like maybe about 3 weeks after I cleaned out my office.
Really?
Yes, I had just got back into real estate and I got fired. And I said, you know what? This is going to be real estate full time because I cannot put myself in that position ever again.
Wow. There's a saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And sometimes you just have to make that stand.
Yep.
But my prayers go out to Judge Ketanji, and I'm believing God she's going to get there. nothing like being able to say, yeah, we got a Black woman on the bench,
Yes.
and her name is Katanji.
Right. I'm here for it. I love it.
Yes.
I do. What our chit chat is saying, are y'all telling me what they're saying? Do y'all agree with
Let's
me?
see what they're saying.
Uh,
Black women, Vonda said black women has to stay in 300.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, you gotta work,
Yeah.
and I hate to say it that way, but it's just it's something to be a woman first
Yep.
and to be a Black woman. It's a double. It's just a double bias that
Yeah.
you're
Right.
dealing with.
Every day.
Speaking of, you're in the real estate business, and then you've got a whole side business on top of working where you work.
Mhm.
What's this entrepreneurial world like for you all as women?
I mean, I love it. I love the freedom, but
Okay.
you have to be like, you have to put that plan together. You have to put that business plan together and execute it.
Yeah.
Get people in your corner that are really going to promote you,
Uh-huh.
going to support you and going to give you that extra push, because it's not easy knowing you're not getting a paycheck every Friday.
Yeah.
You're not out here hustling,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but having that because it's people that have good plans and good ideas
Uh-huh.
and stuff they want to do, but they just don't have that support system.
Right.
The support
And
system.
you have to have that support system.
That's
so
so
if
true.
you have a circle of, whether it's relatives or friends or who, if those friends are not pushing you,
Yeah.
that little circle that you deal with, they're not pushing you to do that, then sometimes you have to reevaluate your circle.
Yep.
If you know it's something that you really want to do.
Mhm.
Because my folks had stood behind me, that was devastating for me.
Yeah.
To lose a job over
Yeah.
the age of 40, knowing
Yeah.
that I was a good worker.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was hard.
Uh-huh.
But I had folks that pushed me.
Yeah.
And said,
It
hey,
really does make
you
a
can do
difference.
this. You
Yeah.
did it back in 2007. You can do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a difference. It
And
really does.
I like that. And I think for me, like in the stage that I'm in, I love being around other women because I was
Mhm.
bullied when I was growing up.
Mm.
And so it really set me to be like, I don't really mess with women. Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to build no relationships. The people I was close to was it. And then I realized that hindered my own growth
Mhm.
because I was charting everyone to be like that, those people
Yeah.
that did that to me.
Yeah.
And I had to really step out of that. And in doing so, I've been able to make connections and build things with women that I
Yeah.
would have never thought. Like if you would have asked me a few years ago, I'm like, no, I don't even like them. Like why?
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything like I just, want to be up in a man's face. No, I don't relate to all the extra catty, the
Right.
pettiness because I experienced it.
Yeah.
And I would never want to do that again in your, an adult age. So having that support system is
Mhm.
definitely like key to me. And then gleaning off of those that you see,
Yeah.
that are where you want to be at. And
Mhm.
I feel like when you get that person, you're like, I just want to soak up all of your
Mhm.
energy.
Mhm.
Like I want it all, give it all to me. Can I
Mhm.
come to dinner with you? Let's go, let's do these things because it's important that you have a mentor, that you have
Yeah.
somebody that you trust.
Absolutely.
And it's not gonna be your family. It's not always your family.
It's not.
So
It's
look
not.
outside of that too.
Right. Because there's people in my inbox now, like, I can't even mentor people that I mean, I'm thankful people look at me as a mentor.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But I don't even have the time. Like, you'll be surprised how many people watch you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, people that tell me, like, I inspire them. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? Little old
Yeah.
me, I inspire you? But they're in
But
my
you are a
inbox.
go-getter.
Thank you.
You are.
But then, like, can you just teach me to have that drive?
Mhm.
But, that comes still
That's
from
hard.
within.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to want it, and you got to see yourself.
Mhm.
Right.
You got to see yourself successful
Yeah.
before.
That's so true.
I saw
Exactly.
myself successful before I sold one house.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
But you got to see
You gotta
it.
see it before you see
Yeah,
it.
I think that the support system, both of you have said some things. You gotta have the support system, and you
Mhm.
gotta know that it's not gonna always be family.
Right.
Mhm.
It's
And
not-
if you can just have love from family,
Yes.
your support system
Right.
Absolutely.
may come somewhere else,
Sure.
and it's
Absolutely.
all right because we get different things from different people.
Absolutely.
And so, but having those people that are in it with you, that
Mhm.
see you going somewhere, and I think that collaboration is so
Yes.
important.
It is.
That even when we're in different businesses,
Mhm.
just being able to collaborate on information.
Yes.
We may
Right.
not have the same kind of products. We may not be in the same lane industry,
Yeah.
but we're able just to share information
Yes.
like we're doing now.
Yep.
Yes.
Is so important.
Yeah.
So I want to encourage you, our chit chatters, make sure as Victoria said, you reevaluate your team. I think you need to evaluate it going in. When you start a business, you need to say,
Yes.
okay, who's going to be my team?
Mhm.
Right? And decide who the team is, who your team members are, and what they bring to the table.
Absolutely.
I need to know what each of them bring, because some people are just your cheerleader,
Yeah.
but you need a
You
cheerleader.
do. You have to have a
Right?
cheerleader.
Somebody is your pushback person. They're going to challenge you. They're going to, so you need all of those people,
Mhm.
and you got to have you a get it done person.
Yep.
If you don't have a get it done person,
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to.
everybody can't just be sitting around cheering.
Exactly.
You-
Exactly.
So
You have to have it.
knowing on the front end,
Mhm.
because maybe I won't even have to reevaluate
Yeah.
if I look at it on the front end and say, okay, I need to formulate
Yeah.
a team.
And I would say, like, even like for me, because I am a single mom, like the support system of those around me for my son, right? Because I have to miss out a lot of time because
That's
of
so
my
true.
business.
Mhm.
So it's important for me that I want them to know how much I appreciate them, and they support me in that level. So they may not watch my stuff,
Yeah,
but they got Bubba on lock. Like I don't have
Yeah.
to worry about
that's so
anything
good.
because they see where I'm going,
That's
and that is
good.
benefiting their grandson. So
That's
I mean,
good.
that is I wouldn't have it any other way.
That is so powerful.
Having those conversations with those who like are helping with your kids, let them know like I'm trying, and then every so often I just gift them with something,
Yeah,
not nothing big, but just let them know you appreciate them for allowing you to flow where you need to flow.
right. And we as business women need to also help look out there and see that woman with potential.
Mhm.
She may not be our niece, or she may not be our cousin or any of that, but she's got potential, and see how we can help her.
Yes.
I think that's so
Yep.
important.
Because sometimes it's all they need. It's just somebody to say, girl, you can do that.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about this one day.
Uh-huh.
It ain't got to be a long,
Yeah.
drawn out conversation when y'all first, but say, hey, come, let's sit down and chat,
Right.
because you need that.
Yeah, or I know you got to go on an interview. Let me buy your outfit.
Mhm.
I always try to look for those tangible ways that, okay, like you said, someone just taking care of your son,
Yeah.
watching him, that means so
It
much.
does. It really does.
Yeah, so I think that we all need to do that. And I want to encourage you, those of you who, you got yours going, your business, your side biz, whatever it is, or you may be in corporate America. Look outside of yourself and see who you can help. And it may not be long term,
Right.
but just
Right.
in that season of her life that she knows somebody
Mhm.
is in her corner.
Yep.
I'm
Because
telling
I
you.
know people now that have jobs and stuff that, like me, I have. If I found out, like if I found out you looking for a job, for example,
Mhm.
and you may want to be a operations manager for a school.
Yeah.
Well, just like you looking for that job, when I get free time, I'm looking for jobs too,
Mhm.
and I'm sending you those jobs.
Yeah.
These people right now are in very good careers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I have sent them a position,
Yeah.
or I done looked
Amazing.
at their resume.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
sometimes you do take, some more eyes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially
does.
a person that is getting turned down after turned
Exactly.
down, and
Yeah.
they get discouraged.
And
They
they
get
stop looking
discouraged.
anymore.
Mhm.
They don't
Right.
wanna look. I think that's one of the things I love about what I do now, because I'm able to reach out and pull people in that
Yeah.
would have never got a chance
Mhm.
to experience my site, or even just have that foot in the door.
Right.
And it blesses me every time. Like I get just happy to know that I'm doing a piece of that.
Mhm.
And so I think that's the same thing. You feel like it's a joyful feeling to know you're helping somebody
Yes.
to excel and move up.
Yeah.
Right.
And then as we move up, we're all moving up. I think we
Mhm.
got to feel, now this is gonna sound real new age, but I don't mean it that way, but it's the best way I can explain it. I think we gotta all feel that consciousness of that we're in this together.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
That, because I don't think we feel enough of that.
Mhm.
I feel like when you all succeed, I'm succeeding
Right.
this is other women going through the door. Whatever
Yeah.
door you're going
Right.
through, we're represented.
Yes.
And so there maybe unity is the right word, because somebody's gonna say this, consciousness, they may get a little shaky on that, but this collective consciousness.
Yeah,
But I
right,
do
right.
believe there's a collective consciousness. I do believe that we begin to feel one another.
Yes.
That when one succeeds, I will probably never meet Judge Katanji.
Mhm.
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I feel her and I want her to
Mhm.
succeed.
Yes.
This woman has worked hard. And so I think we need to look at each other.
Issa Rae
Because it's called
has
humanity.
Issa Rae has a really good saying that she just did at the awards, and she was like, "I'm rooting for everybody black." And for me, that was like my moment of being like, "Oh, let me see how I can apply that to my life because
Yeah.
I want you to succeed.
Yes.
I want to help you grow, and
Yeah.
we need that."
Mhm.
And then, like I said before, like getting over that hurt, that damage that was done to you previously. When you find somebody that makes your energy go up and they're speaking life into you, like this is the season to glean onto that and really take hold of that and let them pour into you. Because that was also a problem I had where I was the pourer. So I was always pouring in. I was watering out. You come up, I'm water your plant.
Yeah,
I'm water
me too.
yours. I'm water
Me too.
yours. And before I knew it, I had no water left.
Right.
And then I'm struggling. I'm like, well, where are the people when I need them? Like, where are
Right.
these people?
And it can really happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
It can happen, especially for strong Black women.
Mhm.
That can really happen, that you are watering, nurturing everybody.
Mhm.
And there's no one. But I like this saying. I didn't come up with it, but I heard somebody say, if you are the biggest fish in your bowl, you need to get another bowl.
Yes.
You need to move to another
Mhm.
pond. And so I try to be aware of that when I'm in a place in my life where I'm the one always giving out, then I've got to take on the responsibility of moving to, I'm still going to be doing what I do, but I need to move around in some other circles so that somebody is pouring into me.
Right.
And like in your case, they may not even know I'm gleaning from them. I'm just watching them, but I need to move. And sometimes it's not even people, it's a book. I'll say, you know what? I need to buy me. I have so many books on my Kindle because a lot of my mentorship comes from books. I read people's stories. Y'all, let me tell y'all this. Now, I don't even know if I can say it. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. My chit chatters, are they still with me?
They did.
I was, I'm getting ready to turn 55 in May, and I am definitely needing those models of women in my season of life who are excelling, who are reimagining their lives. So now I'm looking for models because I need that, right? I need that motivation. And so I was on the plane. I was going, I think, to LA, and I went. I looked at this movie. Wouldn't have even thought about it, but it was about Julia Childs, and Julia Childs revolutionized the industry because she took cooking to television, and before that, there were no cooking shows, but somebody invited her. She had gone over to Europe, learned how to cook just to learn because her husband was in the military and she was in the military. She learned how to cook, and somebody wanted her to come on for something. She had never been on television. She did it, and people, the phones lit up, and they were like, we got to get her on the network. So the reason we have the Food Network now, the reason why we have cooking shows is because of Julia Childs. But that inspired me. It did, because I'm saying she was 54 years old when that happened to her. First time on television. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can go. A network can pick me up.
Right.
But Julia Childs says something. I can't say all the words that she said.
She was a different person.
She said, if you want to keep your man satisfied. Now, this is, you remember Julia Childs, the woman that was talking real? She said, you got to feed him, flirt with him, and you name the other L. I said, go on, Julia Childs. I just learned something. That came from Julia Childs.
Yeah.
But she was talking about how the fact that she had such a long marriage and a successful marriage.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, y'all know I can just get off track. But hey,
somebody need to hear that.
Somebody need to hear that. But really, her career really inspired me.
Yeah.
At 54 years old, starting television at that late age, I just thought, hey,
There's no
Julia Childs can
expiration
do it. I can do it. All right. How far am I? Is the end of my?
This is
it?
We done?
No, for real? No, this is just too good.
Why?
know I'm out of time, but I'm never out of conversation. I have
Happy
so
Women's History Month.
enjoyed these women. Victoria, and Victoria, what the name of your business? Tell them the name of your business.
I am a realtor for Success Realty, and I also own Night Growth Investments. Night Growth Investments is an investment company where we fix and flip houses, make neighborhood better. That is owned by myself and my kids.
All right, so if you need a house for Success Realty, Victoria Brown, oh, she's your girl. All right, Michelle, tell them about you.
So I have Elaine Michelle Studio, and within that, I do planners, budgeting, and I just help you get your life together while you're on a budget. So come on, join me. And get
Wow.
excited.
And so they can follow you on Instagram.
Yep,
Are
I'm
you
on
on Instagram?
I am. You can find me at Victoria Brown Realtor. Website is victoriabrownsalerealestate.com.
Okay.
And Night Growth Investments.
All right. And you can follow me on Instagram, Linda Willis Empowers _. Linda Willis Empowers _. Y'all, I need to get my numbers up. So follow me on Linda Willis Empowers _ Don't forget about our coloring book. We love for you to have one. I'm telling you, it is really inspirational. It's a good quality coloring book. And we also furnish your color pencils.
Yes.
And water bottles. We got all kinds of stuff. All right. So we represent Conversations with Linda. All right. So tune in every Sunday evening, 6:30 for the pre-chat, 7 o'clock for Conversations with Linda. That's Central Standard Time. Tune in next Sunday because I've got two just amazing gentlemen that we're going to have another good conversation. Y'all have a blessed week, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.